Welcome back to Green Kenobi reacting to the IDWL series. Today we're watching issue 19 and 20. I'll react to the best of my capabilities onto how interesting these issues are. And it looks like this issue is going to be Team Dark versus the Metal Virus. Something tells me one of Team Dark member, I don't know which one, is going to be converted. And just by the estimate, it has to either be Shadow or Rouge. It really could go either way. I hope I'm wrong and none of them get converted, but if Shadow does somehow get converted, that will make their job of fighting the Metal Virus even harder. Because I believe Shadow will still have his abilities, even if Metal Virus turn into, like, Metal Shadow or something. But will he still be able to use Chaos Control if he's... I don't even know if he's going to be affected by the Metal Virus. He could be turned, he could be not. We'll have to wait and see. I gotta react to this issue first.
Sonic, we need you in Sunset City. It used to be a major merchant hub. Dazzling jewel markets. That all came to an end when Eggman tore it up while trying to take over the world. But its citizens stayed strong. After Eggman's defeat, and with the help of the Restoration, they began to rebuild. But Eggman returned, and with his metal virus unleashed, Sunset City may be doomed. And just when I was planning on helping myself to some five-finger discounts. Oh well, Rouge out.
Anybody out there? I can't help if I don't know you're there! It's bad enough fighting these zombots makes the infection spread faster. I don't need to get grabbed by them too.
Sonic! Up there! They've blocked the door! We can't get out!
Get ready to run! I'll clear them out! Get out!
Omega to the rescue. Now, a key factor in the IWL series, Metal Virus arc, is going to be Omega. I gotta say, he's going to be a key factor. As long as he doesn't get overwhelmed, Omega is going to be the saving grace. Probably that other robot that was with Cream. They're going to be the saving grace of the, well, of the Metal Virus.
Files are resilient. Heavier ordnance may be required. All Eggman robots must be eliminated.
Whoa! Hold it, Omega! These aren't your usual mass-produced badniks. These are innocent people transformed by the metal virus. They shouldn't be on your revenge list.
Is this a robot?
Well, I mean, it seems like it.
Was it created by Eggman?
Technically, but...
Destroy all Eggman robots.
Honestly, they're going to be fine. Have you not seen what happened to Rough and Tumble? Amy Lily swung her hammer, leaving a giant hole in, I want to say, Tumble's body, and it just grew back. I think they're fine. I don't know how the Metal Virus technically works, but it changes the body to a molecular structure similar to Metallic. If you don't know who that is another robot of Dr. Eggman. And Neo Metal, who both use like nanobots and all that to repair. Now when it comes to the Metal Virus, from what I've observed from the issues so far, it works kind of similar to Neo Metal's regeneration. But it spreads. It's constantly making more. And it's taking over, etc.
Nature and origin are irrelevant.
Well, at least they seem too hardy for him to really damage.
Hey, Blue!
Rouge!
Send everyone to the Grand Gold Flicky Hotel. We're organizing survivors there.
Got it! Step lively, folks. Head for the big hotel at the end of the block.
Do we have time to thank the robot for saving us?
Exterminate.
That is the last of your worries right now, dude. Get to the hotel. There's no time. This is working like a zombie apocalypse. You have no time. You can thank him later, but first, get out of there.
Exterminate.
He's the type of guy who doesn't need thanks. Now, everyone go straight to the hotel. While I plow the way clear.
I saw another wave coming from the east. Get your officers to guard the rear so we don't get surrounded.
Yes, ma'am.
Since when did you start giving orders?
I can't live comfortably in high society if there's no civilization, now can I? So, 3 things. First, thanks for coming. Second, don't touch me. And third, how are you doing?
Meh. Running from crisis to crisis is keeping it in check, but every hit I give or take makes it worse.
So, manageable?
Sure, we'll go with that.
I can't say the same for the city. This is a sloppy assault, even for Eggman.
That's because he's not controlling them. He can't.
Oh, well, isn't that just marvelous?
Where's Shadow?
Picking up transport for the survivors.
Really? I didn't know he cared.
Every person not infected is one less Zombot to deal with.
Help! They're right behind us!
Grab my hand. Oh. Nope. Think, man, think. One touch and you're not saving anyone. You'll only make it worse.
Whoa.
More are coming, and they aren't following any kind of plan. Don't let your guard down. Gotta keep up the pace. I'm not losing another one of my friends to this mess. What are you doing? We've got to keep the Zombots away from the hotel.
Too many targets, not enough bullets. Enemy is advancing from both directions.
Both directions? I see him. Hold the line here.
Okay, I see a lot of bridges in this city. Sonic, I'm gonna have to say, you're gonna need to take out the bridge. Take out the bridge. That will stop their advance for at least probably a few minutes. Enough to get that transport over here and try to evacuate everyone to safety. You just gotta delay them.
Acknowledged, creating a wall of bodies.
Not what I said. What the?
Never mind. The reinforcements are here.
There you are. What's the matter? Couldn't find a bigger one?
Shut up.
Easy. I was kidding.
This is your fault. If I had destroyed Eggman in Windmill Village, none of this would be happening.
He's not wrong.
Some creep called Starline made him evil again. Nobody could have seen that coming.
Excuses.
Yo, I'm dealing with it too. I'm infected. See?
It's what you deserve.
I'm gonna go take care of my infection. Thanks for bringing the truck. Don't let the Zombots touch you.
I know.
If it happens, you should be fast enough to run it off like me.
Cowards run. I win.
He's gonna fight and punch Zombots. He's not gonna run to try to slow the infection. He's going to get infected.
Omega,
Shadow,
safeguard the truck while Rouge oversees the evacuation.
considering truck and refugees will be the Zombot's primary target. This will bring additional targets to me. Orders approved. What will you do?
Destroy Eggman's army. What else?
Keep it quick and orderly, people. Get cozy. There's only so much space.
Advance so I may shoot you.
Hold up. I came up with a theory. Why don't they just armor up in, like, full metal suits, mechs? They would be able to hold off the metal virus without being infected. Because the metal virus doesn't go through metal. It doesn't affect metal at all. So technically, Eggman could use one of his mechs, or all of his mechs, because if you know Eggman, he probably has a dozen or more mechs in one of his bases. Raid one of Eggman's labs, take a few mechs, and you could save probably dozens of lives. They probably didn't come up with that when thinking of these issues, did they? Although that would have made for an excellent turnaround. Maybe they will do it. Who knows? I'll have to figure that out later.
Darn it, Shadow, you're being reckless.
Resilient. But so am I.
I'm starting to question. He's kicked those things, yet he's... Wait, are his gloves preventing him, or shoes I guess his shoes are kind of made of metal, so every time he kicks them, it doesn't really affect.
The Doctor's metal virus can't infect the ultimate life form!
Whew, that was entirely uphill. I'm not used to getting tired. I guess being constantly on the move is starting to take its toll.
Is Shadow immune? Like, I don't think he's immune, but maybe it's like a delay because he's the ultimate life form. Maybe the Black Arm's DNA is preventing the metal virus. Yeah, I've been learning more about Shadow the Hedgehog, and he was created by the Black Arms. So maybe the Black Arm's DNA has something to do with the process of, like, preventing his turning. Who knows? Just theory, though.
Charmy, Cheese, Chocola. Who knows how many others around the world?
Oh, I just remembered. Where's Big? Because we have not seen Big. I don't think I've seen Big once. Oh, wait. I've seen him in the Archie comics. I can't remember if he showed up in one of the reactions already. I don't think he did. But theoretically, Big is in the IDWL comics. Maybe we'll find out in these 2 issues. Maybe not. Who knows?
Just because some bozo did the wrong thing doesn't mean I didn't do the right thing. Mr. Tinker deserved his second chance. Anyway, I don't have time to be introspective. Better get back there and save more folks.
Okay, it is affecting him. But why wasn't it affecting his feet? The shoes. Of course. Those are specially made robotic shoes made by Gerald Robotnik. Of course, they'd be made out of something metal. Because there was no way he was not getting infected. Or the infection just being slowed down by his DNA. That is the only 2 theories I can think.
That's impossible.
Shadow! Run! We'll hold things here.
I don't run.
Dude, you get turned, you're gonna make the metal virus 100% worse. Trust me.
That's not what I mean. Omega, give Shadow cover fire.
Negative. Targets advancing too rapidly. Sustained fire required to protect truck.
Shadow, I know how much you can be reckless and be arrogant. Run. We do not need a metal virus Shadow. After all, we have Charmy to deal with in every flying robotic bird. We don't need a metal virus Shadow that can move at the speed of light and use chaos control.
Amy, this is Rouge. Do you copy? Send whoever you can to Sunset City now. The situation just went from manageable to disastrous.
Check your fire, Omega!
Sonic, we need you over there to handle Shadow.
Handle? I think you're the only one he listens to. I get it now. Handle. Is it my turn to say I told you so?
I'm not gonna lie, this is a sick metal virus version of Shadow. Pretty good. They did a really good design. Oh, and that's the end of issue 12. Let's move on to issue 20. I've been excited to move on to more issues. I'll be reacting to it more frequently, because I still need to search for the Archie comic dubs. There's very few of them out there that I've found so far. Without further ado, let's move on to issue 20. Alright, now we're on issue 20. And man, does that thumbnail for this issue look amazing. I gotta say, the IDWL comics, so far, I wouldn't say is my favorite, but I'm leaning towards the IDWL because I can't react to all the Archie comics just yet. They're a bit more sporadic. I gotta search for multiple channels. But the IDWL series is more confined and easier to find, especially the comic dubs, which everyone that has done to make the IDWL comic dubs have done an amazing job. So without further ado, let's get right on into issue 20. I'm curious, will anyone else be turned in this issue? Or what might happen?
Thought you could take on the Zombots with raw power alone, didn't you, Shadow? Now you're fully converted. Well, I can run off my infection. I can't wait to say I told you so. If you don't crush my windpipe first. A healthy Shadow would have seen that move coming and countered it. You're not at 100%. That's good. Dealing with you and a bajillion Zombots?
Oh, so I guess his memory, he doesn't keep his fighting skills or his mentality to fight back. So he's kind of like someone that's just using brute force. Please tell me he does not keep his speed in that form, or else this Metal Virus series is going to be 100% worse for the Resistance.
Not so good. Up high! Down low? You're too slow! There's no way I can keep up like this. And protect a truckload of uninfected sitting right there. Is everyone loaded up?
We just finished.
Then get out of here! I'll cover you!
Thank goodness for these noble self-sacrificing types.
Never fought a whole city solo before. This should...
Sonic, you should be focusing on Shadow. He's going after the truck. Focus Shadow.
be interesting. Well. Look who decided to stay behind and help.
Negative. Eggman's robots remain. This must be corrected violently.
I'm gone and help, and you can't stop me.
Urge to aim. Rising.
Wait a minute. Where did Shadow... Uh-oh. Looks like he noticed the survivors. Not so fast when you don't know how to work your rocket skates, are you? You're still faster than your average Zombot, though. So we'll just redirect you back to the park.
Okay, he's faster than the average Zombot, but he's not as fast as he normally is. So that is a big advantage for Sonic and the rest of the Resistance. That's gonna help out a lot.
Party.
Observation. Your infection is spreading.
Yeah. Tangling with all the Zombots is making it worse.
Assessment. You should leave.
I think the truck isn't far enough away, and I'm not leaving another friend behind while I go on a treatment run.
We are not friends. You are in the way of my massacre.
You can't destroy the Zombots, so instead of wasting ammo, how about we get out of here while I've still got enough energy to run?
No retreat. No mercy.
Hold on! That's Shadow!
Negative. He is another Eggman robot. He will be destroyed.
This is getting out of control!
Destroy all.
Don't tell me Omega is about to die here. We don't need to lose a machine of vital capability against the metal virus here. You better not die, Omega.
Come on, man! Snap out of it! You're too stubborn to be mind-controlled! Omega! It's no good! We've got to retreat!
Victory or death.
We gotta run, but they're everywhere!
Sonic! I've cleared you a path!
Silver to the rescue! I did not see this coming. I honestly thought this was the end for Sonic. And this is my theory. I thought Omega was going to blow up and make an opening for Sonic to escape. That's what I thought. No, Silver and Tails came to the rescue. And good timing, too.
Run!
The tornado's just outside the city to the east. Meet us there. Sonic's clear. Drop those Zombots and cover me while I go for Omega.
On it!
Observation. You are strong to lift all my mass so effortlessly.
Yeah. about that. Let's get out of here.
Yeah!
Please tell me he did not scrape Silver's leg. Because then we'd be dealing with the telekinesis power of Silver. Theoretically, if he's able to use his power.
Mr. Sonic, we have the safe way in ready for you.
Thanks, Cream. Sorry for being a pain.
Oh no, you're not a pain.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Yes, but Mother let me stay up so I could help. And I've been having lots of bad dreams lately. There's so many refugees from the attacks, and not a lot of...
Oh my gosh, that is a lot of people. I just realized something. If one of them is infected, it's going to spread like wildfire. It's going to be so chaotic.
room for them. Everyone is scared and sad. So I've been bringing them snacks and sweets. I'm trying my hardest to be happy, so they can be a little happy too.
You're the bravest hero here, Cream. Keep up the good work.
I will. Miss Rose's office is right through here.
Thanks. Hey, G-Merle. Looks like Tails fixed you up.
Correct. Entry T9.
Don't start with me, G. I've had a very long day.
G-Merle, be nice.
Sonic is infected. He is a biohazard to the Restorations Administrator.
Miss Rose asked to speak with him. You have to let him in.
Acknowledged. Allowing admittance.
Thanks, Cream.
You're welcome. Good night, Mr. Sonic.
Given that it's the metal virus, I'm pretty sure I'm a mecha hazard.
Acknowledged. Logging under. SAS.
You do that.
And I'm currently thinking the only one that is a huge threat so far is Shadow, actually. Shadow's the only real threat. Because the only... And, like, this place is definitely going to fall. I'm predicting that now. Someone's going to be infected. Someone's going to be in here. He's going to get discovered. And it's going to spread like wildfire. And I don't see Big at all. So, maybe I was wrong.
Echo 5, we've got a call for evac in Cascade City. Echo 7, we need that supply drop ASAP.
Yo.
I'm sorry, they need another base of operations. They can't just bring everybody here.
Rouge, playing secretary.
Planning my next move. Shadow?
He's gone. I'm sorry.
The idiot should have run when I told him to.
Hey, Amy. You wanted to see me?
Sonic! Yes, I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm still standing. I'd like a nice 3-week nap. How are you?
I'm not sure how much longer I can... Say again? Echo 11? What? Well, try to keep a low profile. Echo 3, Echo 13. Echo 11 went down on Turtle Shell Island. They need immediate support. Echo 3, do you copy? Has anyone heard from Echo 3?
This is just like how I theorized the zombie apocalypse would happen. Except there would be a lot more time in between infections. Because the metal virus spreads faster than like a zombie apocalypse would. They need Eggman's mechs. That is the only way I see them surviving this. Is getting Eggman's tech and getting his mechs. Because his mechs are made of metal. The only thing the metal virus can't infect. They use them to hold off the zombots. They have a clear way to survive. Especially if they fortify on Angel Island. That would be the best fortress and the only option for their survival. That, honestly, I want to see, like, after the metal virus, has anyone made a comic version or even their own storyline off the metal virus? Like, if you have, you can tell me in the comment section below. Tell me about the story. I'd love to read it. But if someone ever made an animation of survival groups in the metal virus, or even another scenario, saying them fortifying, taking over Eggman's base, using it to their advantage, because I can't believe I'm saying this, but the safest place is one of Eggman's bases. I never thought I would say that, but it seems like the only option is either Angel Island or an Eggman facility. That is the only logical way I could see them surviving this. Now, of course, they're gonna probably go to Angel Island. Just a bare theory, because they got Knuckles there, who's probably not infected as well. Although, I wonder which one of the main characters, is gonna get infected next. Don't tell me, I'll figure that out when I'm watching these issues. But, I gotta say, if someone ever made, like, a, story or a scenario of that, hey, that's pretty neat.
Vector, SPO, what's up?
Sleeping shift is over, so we're back to it. Finding survivors, finding supplies.
Hopefully we'll run into Charmy and be able to bring him back safely.
You sure bringing Charmy back is a good idea?
About as good an idea as you being in here.
I'm being careful.
Are you? When was the last time you slept?
It's been a while. I can only afford little naps. Otherwise, the infection might spread and, you know. Anyway, Tails wanted to see me about some plan. Be safe out there, Chaotix.
You too.
Knock knock.
Sonic! I wondered where you were.
If it wasn't for you two, I'd be shuffling around with the shiny masses. Thanks. I really owe you one.
Actually, I think that's two you owe me.
Oh? Keeping count now?
Well, you clearly aren't.
I've had a lot on my mind lately. For instance, you said when you returned to the future, the world was all metallic and lifeless. Do you think it was the metal virus?
I'm sure of it. And while things are bad now, hopefully by my being here, we can find a way to stop it from destroying the world.
I don't remember you mentioning the Zombots, though.
That's the thing. I didn't see anyone. Hopefully we won't need to solve that mystery.
Hold up. There is a theory. Like, theoretically, if they're like zombies, they'll deteriorate over time. So maybe because he went into the future, and I forget how far in the future Silver's timeline is, but let's just say an estimate of 200 to 400 years. All of the Zombots would have deteriorated away by then. Just a theory, if it's similar to the scenario of a zombie apocalypse story. Again, I could be totally wrong and they just survived underground or something. You don't know.
How's it hanging, Omega?
Core processor and operating system intact. Rage operating at 110% capacity.
You think you can rebuild him?
Eggman tech is notoriously weird. I think I can build something comparable and install his head into it, though. Once I have the time and supplies, of course.
Install a jaw mechanism. I will bite their ankles off.
I'll keep that in mind.
Was that a pun? Did the creators add that just for that to be like a pun?
It was a close call. Too close. Are we any closer to figuring out the metal virus?
No, the analysis we took of you wasn't robust enough, but I think I have a solution.
Right. You said you had a plan. I'll help any way I can.
Your speed is combating the metal virus somehow. Not completely, but it consistently beats it back. I'm working on a sensor that will read your biometrics while you run. Hopefully it'll give us more insight into the metal virus and how it's reacting to your system. Unfortunately, the computers here can't handle that kind of data. I've got a lab in Central City that can, if Eggman doesn't attack there. If that happens, it'll be dicey getting in there and doing the analysis.
Don't worry, I'll cover you.
And if you're called away to help somewhere else?
Then, we'll just hope that doesn't happen.
Silver's right. We've got to stay optimistic. And with this doohickey of yours, I think we're finally about to see some things turn for the better.
Yeah! You give me the data, I'll process it to find a cure, and Amy will coordinate everything from here.
Your future's as good as saved.
There's only one problem. If I'm not I'm not mistaken, that there are two people, friends of y'all's, that are not accounted for. If you know which two, tell me in the comment section, but I know very well which two has not been seen. Correction, 3, I always forget about Big. Hold up, there's actually multiple. Because I forgot about the... You know what, never mind. There's actually multiple characters that are still alive and hasn't been seen yet. Hopefully they'll show up in other issues. Back to Dr. Eggman. Apparently he's still aboard his egg face. I'm just gonna call that thing the egg face. Although, like, I know we got a brief description of the metal virus by Dr. Eggman at the start and all that, but I understand it more. I feel like the only thing that will combat this, why don't they try fire? I don't know why, but fire melts metal at a certain degree. Guarantee they're gonna do some sort of magic to try to fix this. I don't know.
I hate to admit this, but Eggman has no plan to control the metal virus. We're scheduled to test override signals tomorrow, but Eggman has overlooked or forgotten so many of his assets. Perhaps there's something he used in the past that can help? What's this? The Lost World Project?
I still need to play that game. You know what? Maybe I'll start playing it, as I have taken a break from Sonic 06 for the time being, so maybe I'll start playing that one.
I found the
hidden planetoid of Lost Hex and made it the base of my latest scheme. Using an ancient relic, I took control of Lost Hex's natives, the Zeti, and made them my enforcers. Then that meddlesome Sonic arrived to ruin everything. He stupidly liberated my deadly six, and they
took total control of my robots with their electromagnetic powers. A race of beings that can will robots into obedience? Yes. Yes!
I feel like this plan is gonna blow up in his face.
Why find a way to control millions when we can shepherd them all with just 6?
Okay, no one tell me about Big or what any of the other characters. I'll find that in probably later issues. But so far, I got to say, the metal virus has taken Shadow. It's taken Chocolate and Cream. It has taken probably most of every city. And by the sounds of the panic in this issue, it's spreading fast. Now, guarantee the next issue is Tails heading to his lab, because that seemed like a very key factor I noticed in this issue. So maybe we get some more information. Also, we may get this in the next 2 issues, which is either the next or the one after. Starline going to meet with the Zet, I think. Sorry if I mispronounced their name. But this has been an interesting issue. Tell me your thoughts on these 2 issues, and I think I'll react, instead of doing the Archie comic reaction, as I'm still searching for issues, I think I'll drop another IDWL issue 21 and 22 next reaction video. So hopefully you'll enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe for more. And join me for the adventures of the IDWL series. There is currently 70 or more issues of IDWL series, while there is over like 200 or something of the Archie series. We're going to continue the IDWL series to just wrap this up, and then we'll go back to the Archie comics. I think that's how I'm going to do it. You may get a Archie reaction video every now and then, but for the time being, I think I'm going to focus on the IDWL series. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. This metal virus is spreading at a very fast rate. and hopefully no others get infected. But knowing this series, someone's getting infected. Just the question is, who?